General Hospital spoilers reveal that Ned discovered Willow's betrayal of Michael, and this left him feeling utterly furious. It wasn't just an affair, but a major shock for someone like Michael, whom Ned had once considered an ally. This fury drove Ned to a resolute decision to destroy Drew, whom he believed had crossed the line and no longer deserved respect. To achieve his goal, Ned secretly set a clever trap, waiting for the right moment to expose Drew. He planned to make Drew reveal himself in front of Michael, turning Willow's betrayal into a powerful weapon against his enemy. Ned understood that if he could provide undeniable evidence of Drew and Willow's relationship, both Drew and Willow would have to pay for what they had done. The coldness in Ned's eyes clearly showed that he not only wanted revenge, but he also wanted to protect Michael from the pain that could once again strike him. Ned decided to execute a sophisticated plan to take revenge on Drew and destroy Willow's relationship with Michael. He impersonated Drew, using similar clothing and style to make Willow believe she was meeting her real lover. In Ned's heart, the fury and sense of betrayal had turned into a powerful resolve, and he believed this was the best way to help Michael realize the truth about the wife he loved. One evening, Ned invited Willow to a private room he had prepared. Meanwhile, Michael, who was walking near the boathouse, suddenly sensed something wasn't right. Unaware that this suspicious situation involved his closest friend, Drew, Michael decided to investigate further. He approached the room and peeked through a crack in the door. What Michael saw left him in total disbelief. Right before his eyes, Drew and Willow were entangled on the bed, the dim light of the room highlighting their intimate moments. The pain hit Michael like a powerful shock, making him feel as if his heart had been torn apart. The sweet memories of their love had now turned into a cruel betrayal, something Michael could no longer bear. Michael stood frozen, unsure how to react. Anger and pain intertwined, making his blood boil. He felt not only betrayed by Willow, but also deeply wounded by Drew, a friend he had trusted. Disappointment overwhelmed him, and he wondered how things could have escalated to this point. Michael's shock intensified as he realized he was trapped in a situation from which there was no escape. Not only had he witnessed the betrayal, but he also had to face the harsh reality that the people he loved most had turned into enemies. The trap Ned had set had now become a deep wound in Michael's soul, and as he slowly regained his composure, the anger inside him began to threaten everything he had built. Witnessing this scene, Michael knew that his life would never be the same again. The love and trust he had for Willow had shattered, leaving a huge void in his heart. Ned's determination was slowly pushing Michael into a battle he never wanted to fight, making everything darker than ever before. Ned had finally succeeded in removing both Drew and Michael from the Quartermaine family, and this had sparked a new wave of chaos and madness. With meticulous steps and careful planning, Ned had exploited Willow's betrayal to push Michael into a situation from which there was no return, and through his cunning trap, he had eliminated Drew, one of the main rivals he had always viewed as a threat. The elimination of Michael and Drew not only caused fractures within the Quartermaine family, but also ignited a storm of emotions within each member. The tension between family relationships had now reached a peak, with a mix of anger, betrayal, and disappointment filling the air. Ned now held the power he had long craved. With no obstacles from Michael or Drew, he could control everything according to his will. However, this success didn't come without consequences. Recent events had plunged the family into a state of turmoil, with latent conflicts and growing mistrust among the members. This had triggered a new wave of madness within the family, as everyone seemed to be searching for a way to protect themselves, and no one could tell who was a friend and who was a foe. As the tension rose, Ned realized that the power he had just gained came with great responsibility and unpredictable dangers. The Quartermaine family, long known for their internal disputes, had now become a battlefield where betrayal, ambition, and revenge were escalating. Ned may have won, but the price he paid was pushing his family into an endless cycle of madness. Willow and Drew were forced to leave Port Charles after the tense events and dark schemes orchestrated by Ned. Once everything was exposed, their relationship with Michael had reached the brink of collapse, and under Ned's manipulation, they had no choice but to leave the city. Willow, weighed down by guilt and betrayal, felt she no longer had a place in the family and community she once loved. Meanwhile, Drew had to face the consequences of his actions and the harsh reactions from the Quartermain family. Both of them decided to leave Port Charles in silence, carrying with them painful memories and fractured relationships. Their departure left many people surprised and stirred mixed emotions among those who stayed behind. Michael, though heartbroken, also felt a sense of relief as they left, sparing him from the daily confrontation with a betrayal he could not yet overcome. However, the absence of Willow and Drew created a void in the city. Their acquaintances began to question the future of the two and whether they would find peace elsewhere. Meanwhile, Ned continued to consolidate his power, satisfied with having removed two key figures from Port Charles' power circle. Yet, this also left a big question mark about the long-term consequences the city and the Quartermain family would face after Willow and Drew's departure.